I'd also like to ask a question in relation to the corporate sector purchase programme, and particularly its relationship with SMEs. And I note that you've often justified the current framework of the CSPP by saying that by purchasing big companies' bond, the ECB is creating space within banks' balance sheet to lend money to the SMEs. I'm just wondering if you have a way of quantifying whether or not that's the case. I'm wondering what data you have to prove that the money that's actually injected through the CSPP programme actually reaches the real economy. It isn't just simply a mechanism to give preferential treatment to some of the larger multinational corporations.
We've asked ourselves several times, and really at the very beginning of the corporate programme, whether this would actually improve the credit conditions for the small and medium-sized corporations as well as improving conditions for the large companies that can actually issue bonds. And what is really in place is that there has been a dramatic improvement for not only large corporations but also small and medium-sized. Also, and that's the interesting thing, corporations that issue bonds, but the bonds are not eligible for our corporate purchase program. In other words, also companies, the bonds of which we don't buy, have seen their spreads improving dramatically. But then, of course, also companies that traditionally access bank credit rather than capital markets have seen space in the bank's balance sheets for themselves go up. Now, we may certainly quantify that, but the best measure of quantification of this program, as well as of the other measures we put in place, is through the lending rates. And the bank lending rates to SMEs have dramatically decreased all over the Eurozone country, regardless of whether we buy more the corporate bonds of one country's companies, but generalized. In fact, the rates improved a lot in Spain, in Italy, and in other peripheral countries. Now, I wouldn't claim that this is only the effect of the corporate bond program. Of course, it's very difficult to distinguish the various elements of our monetary policy.